Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Laws of Business Breakthroughs, hosted by Bamal Shah, the founder of Rajparth Achievers, and myself, Blanca. What is up, Bamal? How are you this evening?
Great. How you doing? And
I am amazing because of your expertise, your coaching. I'm having the best business week in the history of Laws of Life.
awesome. I would love to hear more.
Well, you taught me about setting an intention. I know tonight's topic is lead generation strategies. And I would say you really influenced me to really look at the type of people that I am prospecting, the type of people that I'm pitching, and to find the right customer that meets my long term strategic goals.
That's awesome. That's great because that's where you need to focus. Less is more. You don't need to chase anybody and everybody. There's always somebody for you. So that's great. So I would dive right into that topic, and that is lead generation systems. Not everybody needs, to do everything. And this is a topic where a lot of people, when they're chasing customers and getting new customers, always, the top priority for everyone, right? That we need to find new customers. So when you're trying to find new customers, what's most important is a system, not that you should be doing anything and everything and see what sticks on the wall. That strategy doesn't work. So I would say ditch that, throw it out the window. Just pick 1 to 3 strategies that work extremely well and go a million miles with everything on those. You don't need to do everything. So some people say, well, I am not good in this, but I'm doing this, I'm doing pieces. So a lot of people say they do a lot of things and they're only a little bit of attraction on each one of these things. So they're not making the progress in the business. So the very first thing I would say, there are 3 things that are very, very important in lead generation. Number one is your target list, your audience, who you want to chase. And that's what made all the difference for you. When we talked about Tim and who Tim is and how to approach Tim, you're like crazy. I'm going to take a 10x Tim, a 50x Tim, 20x Tim, 5x Tim. So, you can see the exponential growth. And people can go to the link, the bit.ly 5-star prospects,
Okay.
and they can actually, build your dream come true prospect list. And that's the very first step in lead generation systems. The second step, the many mistake that I've seen is it's not important to tell people who you are. It's important to get them to respond.
What do you
Okay.
mean by respond? What does that mean?
So a lot of people spend a lot of time, energy, money, resources, and drive themselves insane becoming popular and becoming known. Hey, people need to know me. I'm just going to put my name out there. Hey, I'm here. When you need me, call me. Just, I'm around the corner. No, it doesn't work.
So, popularity is not what it's cracked up to be, you say.
Exactly. You need to get people to talk to you. It's like you're going out on a date with someone. If you're the only one who's talking, what good is that date?
Well, you know what? It goes to an old law of life that my mother Sheila gave me. Let's see if you agree with this law. Sheila said, when you go to a party, you don't have to become best friends with everybody at the party. Pick one person and connect with them
Right.
rather than having a superficial connection with 100. You
So
agree?
let me ask you a question. How would you know that that person is connecting with you?
Well, because there's chemistry, there's like, I know, I'm very intuitive and I
Right. But
know
that
immediately
chemistry,
the
for
click.
that chemistry to work, that person has to connect with you, say something to you, respond to you in some way, fashion, or another, right?
Yes, sir. Chemistry necessitates A response.
Exactly. So this goes back to number 2 of lead generation systems, that you need to have every single message is direct response. If you're not able to get a response or track a response or do anything, it doesn't work. And the last piece of lead generation system is your pitch, your message of
Woo.
being different. Being different. Now, again, different is not better. Different is different.
You're like a walking puzzle, Bamal. But I tell you guys, if you haven't started following Bamal, you really need to, because I have been so positively impacted by Bamal's expertise. And a lot of this is mindset, right?
It is. It
So
is.
tell us, what do you mean the pitch has to be different, but different is not better? What does that mean?
So better. So for example, you could be better in price, right? So if you say I'm better than my competitors in price, but then again, you are cutting down on your margins, right? But different is different. You're alienating everybody else, and you're offering something that nobody else is doing. And you may not be the top level in what you're doing, but you found a different way to do what you're doing that allows people to do business with you. Okay, so different is better.
I agree. I mean, from day one, I think you've got to find a way to distinguish yourself in the marketplace.
Right. And people confuse being different as being better. Oh, we got better experience. Oh, we have 10 years of experience than the other guy. Oh, we are better on quality. These things are very standard that people don't buy necessarily in the marketplace, but they buy and pay a premium for different because they can't shop it. They can't price match different.
Interesting.
Okay, and I'll give you an example. So just a big picture example.
Yes.
And being different and better is even better. So if you're different and better, you're killing it.
All right. Give me a good example of that. What's an example of being different and better?
So Tesla is different and Tesla is better, right? Compared to other cars. It's a completely different model, completely different car. Think about SpaceX. It's going through the roof, right? SpaceX is totally different business model of taking, nobody else is doing it. It's the only one that's doing it. So they have completely alienated by saying, we're going to help people go into space. We're going to colonize space. We're going to try to capture space and space travel. Okay. Has completely opened new doors. Now, give an example of what's better, but may not be different. Okay. So different, like Toyota and Hondas, they're better, right? But they're not different. They're still cars. There's still other automobiles. So unless and until somebody out there, outpaces them and cheaper, they will, run into issues because they're banking on price and quality. So that's where it's very, very important to be different. And if you're not different and you're not better, you're going to be extinct.
Well, I've always been a fan of that. Now, one of the ways I've always tried to be different is to, like, even when I was an attorney, whether it's my marketing company now, is customer service. I think a lot of people fail on customer service. They don't know how to answer the phone with fire up passion. Hello, I'm here to serve. Don't you think customer service is a great way to distinguish yourself in the marketplace?
Absolutely. Customer service is the way to distinguish, but at the same time, you want to portray that as your story. For example, your heritage, where you come from, who you are. You can be different by doing that. You can also need to focus on that. You don't need to reach out anyone and everyone, but reach out the minimum target audience that you need to, and work on systems that work. If you're very good at phone sales, stick to that. You don't need to You don't need to change the wheel. You don't need to reinvent, hey, everybody else is going digital, so I need to go digital marketing. If phone system is working for you, stick to it. If digital marketing and email marketing is working for you, stick to email marketing. Do not reinvent the wheel. Stick to just 3 systems that work in your business and leverage it. Go a million miles with it. I have the tool, the Process Innovator. We've used it, we worked it. It's a great tool. They can go to the Process Innovator, the link I gave you, bit.ly, the Process Innovator, and that would help them build the greatest customer service experience, build fanatic, build fans. When you're trying to build your customers, don't change the title of your customers to fanatics. I want to build this customer as a fanatic of me. Like you are a fan of me, right? So
Hell yes.
so think about that. How do I build fanatic? And I have the perfect system to build fanatics. They can download that at the Process Innovator, bit.ly. And again, if you scan the QR code, there's plenty of resources, plenty of tools. But whatever system you are doing, the key thing is making offers. You can go so farther by making great offers rather than trying to convince yourself that I am the best.
I like that. You are spitting out the diamonds tonight, Bimal. Bimal, Bimal, what did you have for breakfast? Whatever you ate today, that's what you.
Right.
I mean, I'm so happy we changed to Tuesday nights because the energy on this night is like it's fire. Okay, where these diamonds are. Whoever isn't watching this show, I should start charging you $10,000 to watch the show. I'm just saying, guys, there's a lot of value in this program, and you should be asking questions in this chat. And we got to share this. Why aren't you asking more questions? If you do ask a question, you'll win a copy of Bimal's book. All right, make great offers.
So they can make the great offers. There's a big link called bit.ly, the irresistible offers. So they can go there and they can learn how to make great offers. A compelling offer, a great offer beats a convincing argument all the time. And if you are not competitive to your competitor, and they're beating you on price, I'll tell you a great offer about a client where they added $2 million by just making great offers. And this is where their competitors, and this is a construction company, their competitors were beating them on price. And in bidding business, in construction and bidding, it's always the lowest bid that wins, right? Like whoever has the lowest bid will get the contract. And then these people, they go in the back and they say, well, this didn't include that. It didn't include that. Oh, we only put this in the line item, so it didn't include. So the other people who went after the lowest bid, they get screwed. They had no idea, right? And that's how the construction industry works. But these people, they never did that. They never took that path. They say, we're going to do the right thing by the customer, but we're not going to just cut down our price to win a bid because we can't, we have to operate on profitability. So what did we put in the proposal? Getting the project done on time with no delays as a guarantee, cost zero, line item, highlighted in the proposal.
Wow. Okay. So that's an example of an irresistible offer.
Exactly. We put in the proposal, no delays by laborers showing on the job site from day one till finish. Cost zero.
Wow. Well, that's powerful. I mean, the wisdom in this show today, be different, work with people that necessitate the response. Make sure you target who do you want to prospect. Be different and be better, just like Tesla. They're different in their architecture of their vehicles. They're different in their functionality. They're different in their marketing strategy.
And they're a better car. Right?
So,
like the automobile is better. So like when you say different, you have to think very innovatively. That how do I be different and able to do the things that others aren't able to do and provide. So this is an example that I gave with my client, that we made his proposal different and he won millions of dollars, in contracts. just because of being different.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's very important wisdom, and everyone out there, I'm a walking testimonial for Bamal. Bamal's also my business coach, and he's helping the Laws of Life brand grow every single day, helping me change my mindset. Highly recommend that you follow Bamal Shah on all of his social media channels and utilize the tools such as Bitly 5-star prospects. Take a picture of the QR code and avail yourself of all the wisdom and all the laws of business breakthroughs. Thanks for watching tonight, and join us every Tuesday night at 6 o'clock for the laws of business breakthroughs. We'll see you next week. Thanks,
Thank you,
Baba.
Blanca. Thank you very much. Bye bye.
You.